Okay, this is number 20, and we're going to go back to graphing circles, which is what we started with. But if you look at this equation here, in this box, this is not in this form. Like, this is the form I gave you on very first section, 11.1, but this isn't in the right form. And we can use completing the square to do it, and it's actually really pretty easy. This looks pretty complicated, but it's actually super easy to do. So first of all, notice that these are x's here, and these are our y's. So we're actually going to have two sets. So I'm going to rewrite it with blanks. So I'm going to put a blank in for my x part, and I'm going to write the y part out. And I'm going to move this to the other side just like I did before. And then just like I have two blanks on this side, I need to put two blanks on this side. So I'm adding blanks just like I did before. Now for this part right here, I'm going to write a form, and that's my x part. And then for this part right here, the y part, I'm going to write a y1. And then I do the same steps. Divide by 2 as I go down, so that's plus 1, and square as I go up, that's 1 here. And if I add it on this side, I have to add it on this side of the equation over there. Then I do the same thing with the y. Divide as I go down. Divide by 2, square as you go up, that's 25. Add it on that side over there. Add the stuff up over here, well that's 25. Look, there's my equation. I'm going to write it one more time just so it's a little easier to see without the extra arrows there. Look, it's already in the correct form. I don't have to do anything else to it. Here's my center. -1. Remember, we swapped the signs because that was negative. We learned that in the first one. And -5. And this is radius squared, so the radius equals 5. So to graph this, I go to -1, -5. And then I graph a radius of 5 by going 5, 5, 5, 5. And graph my circle just like we did on the first one. Okay, so let's practice this again. Here's the x part. Add a blank after the x part. Then here's where the y part starts. Add a blank for the y part, and move this to the other side. I put two blanks here, so I have to have two blanks here. Now do the x part. And here's the y part. So what do, I put my form there. Now divide as you go down, square as you go up. Add it on both sides. Divide as you go down, square as you go up, put it on both sides. What do you get here? 16. And there's our equation. I'm going to write out again a little bit neater for us. I don't know where that extra square came from. It should be right there. So here's our equation. Center, radius. Our center, remember I switched the signs here, so this is 4, 2. And the square root of 16 is a radius of 4, so 4, 2. There's my center, radius of 4. There's my circle. And finally this one. Add the blanks. There's the x part. Here's the y part. And I don't have a number on this side, it's just 0, but I still need to add the blanks to it. So, write in the form. Okay, divide as you go down. Divide by 2 is 2. Square root is 4. Divide by 2 as you go down, that's 6. Square root as you go up, that's 36. And I just realized I had a typo on my problem. This was supposed to have been a 9 to begin with, so let's put a 9 there. And I put a 36 here, and I put a 36 there. This adds up to 49, which gives us a nice even radius. So, let's write it here. There's our equation. Here's the center. Remember, you switch the signs of these, so that's -2 and 6, and the radius is the square root of this, and negative 2, 6. And a radius of 7. And draw it in. And that's it. And now you use completing the square to get the equations of your circles.